Hey guys, I know it's been about, I can't even remember the last time I talked sports on this channel. I moved more into the Madden stuff, and got busy, get different jobs, and you get busy and you get away from it. But I want to start this channel back up because my passion has always been talking about sports. Any kind of sports, really. I mean, I love sports. I know a lot about sports, and that's kind of blowing up lately on YouTube. It's talking about sports, quizzes, things like that. I'm good at that stuff, and I kind of just want to get back into it because I loved it so much. So first off, what I want to talk about a little bit in this episode, getting back into it, is Lincoln Riley and what happened in Oklahoma, Bob Stoops retiring, that whole deal. In my opinion on it, because I got a lot of people, what happened actually is I was at work and one of my friends texted me and said, is Bob retiring now or is he retiring at the end of the year? And I was like, what are you talking about? And so I go, and he's like, it's all over ESPN. I was like, what? So I go look at it, and it just blew my mind. I was kind of like, well, that was sudden, like most of you thought probably. Middle of June, out of nowhere. From what I've heard, I'd heard that Lincoln knew he was the head coach in waiting. Lincoln had known all these things. And supposedly he tried to do it back in October. They talked about it in October. He wanted to wait, so that's what they did. But where's the program going to go now? I honestly believe the recruiting class was really good last year. It was one of the best we've had in a long time, and I think it's it kind of dwindled in the last couple months. We had some guys decommit and going to Texas because all the hype. Not one of my favorite things, that I always heard people say is hype don't win championships. That ain't the way it works. So honestly, in my opinion, I think Lincoln Riley coming, I think it's going to just rejuvenate the program, him taking over. I think he's more involved on social media. He's younger. Kids look, Oklahoma's still Oklahoma. Oklahoma is going to attract good players, great players, but I think they'll have a chance to get more with his younger influence. And as coaching wise, I don't know. We'll see that, but I think recruiting wise, it helps. We've already swung Ron Tatum, 4-star defensive end out of Putnam City, I believe, had committed to Texas. He's back with OU. I think that's where he'll stick. Trying to get the safety that committed to Ohio State, Proctor. I think he'll end up committing back to Oklahoma. And coaching side, I don't know. That's a wait and see. We'll wait and see. Hopefully, he's the greatest coach to ever coach at Oklahoma. That's what we all, hope and pray for. But recruiting-wise, I think it just brings a rejuvenation to the program. I think that's huge. I think we'll end up having a top 10 recruiting class again this year. Like I said, coaching-wise, it's just one of those wait-and-see deals. I think bringing over Ruffin McNeil, I think that's a good hire. Help Thibodeau on the defensive line. Ruffin McNeil's an older guy. He's been around, had a lot of jobs. Been a head coach. That's another big deal. I think I've heard that Kel Gundy's going to be the acting OC with Beatonbow. But I just think Bob. I honestly believe, this is my opinion, I believe Bob will coach again. I think in about 4 or 5 years after his sons are out of college, graduated, I think he'll coach again. I can see like a Florida. Because that's where he coached before. If that's where he wants to go down there, live in Florida. Who doesn't want to live in Florida? Retire in Florida. Try to rejuvenate that program. If McElwain, falters, I can see him taking over in Notre Dame. In about 5 or 6 years, I'm talking. After his sons are, I think he wants to watch his sons senior year. I think he wants to watch them play college football. I've heard, they could have a chance to play at Northwestern, something like that. They weren't an OU type talent. But it's going to be interesting to see. We all love Bob Stoops, that he did wonders for this program, things I can't even. And that's what I tell people is, like, my whole life, I'm 26 years old, but I didn't really get involved in Oklahoma football until I was about 7 or 8. So his second year there is my, most vivid memories. Like, I don't remember Oklahoma football before Bob Stoops. Like, I'm sure I've seen it because my dad is the biggest fan as I am, but I don't have vivid memories of it. So it's going to be weird to not see him on the sidelines, and it's so sudden. But I think it's a good. I don't think it's a bad thing. Maybe it's not a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as, you know, I seen a lot of OSU fans on Facebook kind of mouthing, saying, "Oh, look what's," I was like, and I just kept telling them, I don't think it's as bad as y'all. No one's. They said, "Oh, you fans are freaking out." No one was freaking out. They were thinking the coach has been there for 18 years that's done all these things. No one was freaking out. I wasn't freaking out. I didn't see anybody freaking out. I think most people were saying, you know, they expected it, and Lincoln will do a good job. I seen a picture of Mike Gundy going around where he's sitting there, and it said, "Well, bye," and I don't understand that. He beat him 10. He was 10-2 against Mike Gundy. I don't understand it was like mouthing Bob Stoops from Mike Gundy's perspective when Mike Gundy just got torched all the time. So I don't understand that. But you know, you got to thank Bob Stoops and thank him for what he's done for the program. I've seen people saying it. Oh, am I the only one excited? Yeah, it's not an exciting thing when, you know, the greatest coach, you know, one of the greatest coaches at Oklahoma. I mean, that's a big program, so you gotta thank him and move on from there and start with Lincoln Riley. It's gonna be exciting. I haven't been this excited in a long time for us. Not that I'm more excited, just that anxious about, you know, what's gonna happen and the turns it's gonna take. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. I do want to get into some. That's enough about that. I mean, we're past it. We moved on. We can get into the. What's going to come to on this channel, because I am planning on getting back into it. I really love doing this. I want to do videos again. I love doing YouTube. I never get a lot of views. I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I love doing it. I just love talking. I'll have friends on Facebook that'll talk to me about my videos, and I can at least go back and forth with them, and I can put out my thoughts about stuff. So I like it, and I document my thoughts. So what I'm going to do, I mean, I'm a OU fan, football, basketball, baseball, softball, everything. I'm a Lakers fan, as most of you know. I'm a Yankees fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. And people like to say, "Oh, you like all these, you know, you like the Yankees, the Lakers, the Cowboys." You know, bandwagon fan. I've been a Cowboys fan my whole life. My dad is a Cowboys fan. I'm a Lakers fan because my dad grew up in the 80s watching Magic Johnson. So I've liked the Lakers since I was born, and the Thunder weren't here. So you pick another team. That's just the way it works. My dad's a Cardinals fan. I'm a Yankees fan because I liked watching Derek Jeter. I've liked him since I was a kid. The Yankees have sucked since I've been a fan, and I'm still a fan. The Lakers have sucked for the last 6 years. They sucked for 4 years before the last 6 years, before they won their last 2 titles. I'm still a fan. The freaking Cowboys have sucked my entire adult life. So, I mean, I don't understand. So I'm going to talk NBA. I'm going to talk baseball. I'm going to talk football. I'll talk soccer a little bit because I love soccer, especially once the World Cup starts coming back around. You know, and the U.S. just played Mexico to a 1-1 tie, which is pretty big news. You know, it doesn't happen very often. I'm going to talk all these things. I hope to go more in depth. I'm going to try to do a video, you know, 3 or 4 a week would be my goal. I'm really busy. I work 40 hours a week. I go to college. So I'd like, you know, if I get 20 minutes of free time, I'll try to get videos up. But I want to start doing this again because I really, you know, it's not even, if people don't watch them, that's fine. It's fun for me. I enjoy doing it. So I'm going to continue to do it. So I'm going to get this up again. I'm going to try to maybe get one up tomorrow or the next day. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. We'll figure that out. Yankees are having a good season. The draft's coming up. So maybe we'll talk about that. I'm not very good at editing my videos, so it's not going to be all the, you know, this great editing. But I think I'll have good content because I do know a lot about sports. I know a ton about it. So the content will be there. The editing won't be. So you're not going to go see, you know, like King of the Fourth Quarter. Love watching his videos. You know, he doesn't have the best editing, but it's good content. He knows the game of basketball, so that's fun for me to watch. A lot of the guys that have all this fancy editing, they don't know, you know, as much as the next guy. So it's just, I'd rather watch good content. So if you want to, you know, watch good content, comment to me. I'm definitely going to be active in that. Add me on Facebook. Definitely talk to you on there. Love talking sports. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Be expecting more videos. And again, if you want good content, come check out the channel. Thanks.